Well, hello there. This is Rosa from rcgkreations. How's it going? Today we're doing an easy, I found an easier way to make enchiladas. We're going to be using, so this is my personal review on this Frontera red chili enchilada sauce with roasted tomato and garlic. And there's the packaging. I went ahead and used two because I like to make sure there's extra sauce because you can tell there's not a whole lot. And it's just me and hubby. Nobody else. I read the instructions twice. You don't heat these up or anything. You just pour it. You don't have to mix it up. It's already, I'm not going to put it out because it's going to spill. So I always like to coat the bottom of my dish because I make stacking enchiladas. I don't do the roll kind. Again, I'm saying the lazy, quick way of making enchiladas. And then I get my corn tortillas. I only use corn, I don't do flour. I've tried flour, I just don't like the texture of it. I think it's a little too mushy for my taste. And then based on your dish, see that there's there's a couple of spots on the edges, so I just cut one of these. I just fold it and it automatically just cuts down. Because I like to have tortilla on every part of the edge of the dish. Then I just add it wherever it's missing. And then I add a layer of cooked ground beef. You could do this with chicken. Whoops. And then I drain my ground beef after I've cooked it. And it's sitting in a bowl dripping because I just literally just finished draining it. But we should have dinner technically in 15 minutes after you've done the prep work of cooking whatever meat you're going to be cooking. And I looked in my both my fridge. We don't have any cheddar cheese, so we're having to use mozzarella because that's the only one that's already shredded. All the other ones are not even shredded and they're frozen in the freezers. So guess what I'll be doing later today? Well, me and hubby, not just me. He has to help me mix, shred the cheese. We use our KitchenAid mixer with the shredder attachment. And I'm just spilling meat all over the place. I already got some on my floor and I just cleaned it too. Oh well, I gotta clean it again. So I just put a layer of sauce, my tortilla, my ground beef. I love onions, but hubby does not, so I don't put onions at all, and I just put it on my plate. And I'm going to slice me up some onions, and we're going to have a big salad to go on the side with this. Typically, I would make refried beans, but hubby said he didn't really feel up to refried beans tonight, so we're not going to have refried beans. We're just going to have salad instead. And then put a layer of cheese, and then another layer of sauce on top. I don't do a whole lot, but we got 2 packages. I think we're going to be okay. And that's just mainly because you want to saturate the corn tortilla so it gets moist, and pretty much it's all pretty much mouth-watering when you get ready to eat it. Piece of ground beef, okay. A second layer of my tortilla. This one's probably only going to take 2 layers. I don't like to overfill it. I'm still waiting for my oven to finish preheating. Set the oven at 400 degrees. Okay, my last layer of ground beef. I may even have a little bit extra ground beef left over. We'll see. I'm just going to see how much of this I can pour that will fit. I have room to overfill it. I could overfill it just a little bit, not a whole lot, because I will be putting this on a cookie sheet, so if anything bubbles over, the overflow would fall in the cookie sheet, not in my oven. And you know what? Let me do a little taste test. of this sauce. I hadn't even tasted it yet. Mmm. Tastes like red chili sauce. It's not spicy. I love spicy, but spicy don't love me. Hubby loves spicy, but since I'm cooking, I get to do what I want. When he cooks, he gets to do what he wants. But he's aware of I have acid reflux, so I can't do spicy anymore. Okay, so that actually took up, this was 2 pounds of ground beef. And I'm going to be honest with you, I forget. If I remember, I'll measure this casserole dish, because I don't know what size it is. We'll save that to put in the garbage. I better wash my rings. I pressure canned some potatoes yesterday. We got 18 jars of dry packed potatoes. So we're set for the next 4 or 5 months. Okay, so that's pretty even. Gonna sprinkle with cheese. Grab the last part of this sauce, but I have another container right here, so I'm good. And I know there's a little opening thing, but I don't have enough grip for that, so I always just use my scissors to open it up. Okay, my last layer, which is just nothing but the tortilla, corn tortilla, all the way to the edge with my last little layer. Make sure the whole thing is covered. There we go. My last part of sauce. Now I want to make sure it all stays inside the dish. Hopefully I have no sauce left over. I hate when I have a little bit of less sauce left over, because the only thing I can do is throw it away, because once it's open I don't reuse it. Okay, actually that turned out pretty good. Now I'm just going to smooth it out, because I want sauce to be over every part of that tortilla so it doesn't get dry. It stays moist. I don't cover with foil. I just don't do that. I know some people, I've seen some people do that. I don't. I personally prefer not to do it that way, but you know what? You do you. You do what's best for you. And if you don't know, I would say try it both ways to see which method you prefer. I've done many meals with it covered, and a lot more without cover, with no cover, and hubby and I prefer the no cover method. So for us, that's what works. Well, you know, you see what I just did? I didn't really hardly get anything dirty that much. Let me get my stuff out of the way here. Now I'm going to put the last layer of cheese. My timer just went off. My oven is ready. Put my last layer of cheese. Really all you're doing is, because the sauce is already pre-made, it's heating everything up is really all you're doing. And melting your cheese. Let me push that back a little bit. I want to make sure I coat all my cheese, but I don't want it to be overflowing and spilling. But if it does spill it, that's okay, because it's going to land in my cookie sheet. And there you go. So let me get my cookie sheet, put this on there, put it in the oven, and I'll bring it back for the best part, the taste test. Okay, we're back for the taste test. I got my enchiladas on the plate with my homemade salad. Now I will tell you, it did come out a little bit dry. I usually use my packet of this is usually what I make, and I use 2 of these packets. And on this, all you do is add tomato sauce, but I always also add a small can of tomato paste. And I mix it all together, put it in the pot, and you boil it. And once it comes to a boil, you turn off the heat. But it puts a lot of juice in 2 of these packets for the exact same container. Everything is exactly the same, except for I use this instead of this. And it definitely makes a lot more extra sauce in there. So, now the packaging did not say to add anything. It just says classic red chili and chicken enchiladas, acorn tortillas, 2 cups shredded cooked chicken, 1/2 cup shredded Monterey Jack, 1 pouch of enchilada sauce. Preheat oven to 400. Wrap the tortillas in the damp paper towel. Microwave on high until hot, about 30 seconds. Assemble. Roll about 1/4 inch chicken to sauce, and place on the side by side to an 8-inch square baking dish. Some seam side down. Completely cover tortillas with sauce, sprinkle with cheese, and then bake 15 minutes. I did everything except for I didn't roll my tortillas. I just laid them flat. But it was still a little bit on the dry, but you know, that's okay, because the next time I'll just add another pack. If I like this flavor, I'll just add 3 packages next time I make it. So let's just see what it tastes like. I did let it cool off while I was chopping my salad, but as you can see, my dishes are all done. All we have is the plates and the forks and the casserole dish to do, and then that's it. But otherwise, my chores are done for the night. So let's do the taste test. It does have a good flavor. I do like the flavor. I will tell you this. I do like the flavor of the sauce. But next time, I will definitely add 3 packages. I'm going to show you. I almost spilled it. I would definitely add 3 packages to this size. And I don't know the size, but again, I'll put it in the description box in the pop-up. But see how dry it is a little bit? It definitely needed another package of sauce. And the top of my tortilla is kind of dry, and I've never had a dry tortilla ever. And like I said earlier, I don't put foil on the top of mine because I don't need to. But with this one, I guess I do. I don't know what the difference is, but anyway, I thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to look in the description box. I do have some affiliates. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click on the link, see if you want to do some shopping, and that'll help finance my channel. My hubby's home, so it's time to eat. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and share. Bye-bye.